It all began in a tiny village. One day, the ground shook and the floor of the catacombs split. From the fissure emerged a man. He claimed to rule the Golden Country, which vanished 1,000 years ago. The land had prospered, he said, until a mad mage cast a spell that sunk it deep underground, trapping his subjects there. "I shall bestow my kingdom to whomever defeats the mage," he cried. Then the man turned to dust and blew away.
Seems a bit sluggish. There was a mistake on our map, so we wasted a day getting here. Then we lost 3 days of food in a trap we fell into. After we slay this dragon, we'll have to go back for more supplies.
Mother!
What's with her? Did she get hit with a confusion spell? No way. We came all this way, just to fail.
Get out of here! Laios! Thank goodness. That was close. We'd all be dragon food if it weren't for that spell. Speaking of, have you seen Fallon?
She got eaten.
What?
The spell couldn't reach her in the dragon's stomach.
Oh no.
The dragon's sleeping now. I'll go back for her.
Hey, wait a second. We're broke. When we teleported, all of our inventory was left behind. All except the gear on our backs.
What?
I've got some more bad news for you.
Chilchuk?
2 of our party members just decided to quit.
What?
They've been getting offers from another party for a while now.
Jeez. Raiding dungeons takes money. The cost of party members, gear, and food can get expensive. Let's say we sold all the gear we have on us. Would that give us enough cash to buy cheaper gear, a little food, some medicine, a few daily essentials, and hire a couple more party members? What do you think?
Not even.
By the time we figure this out, my cyst will be digested. You can come back from being chewed to pieces, right? Wasn't someone resurrected after being pooped out?
Not that I heard of.
Financial problems aside, we need to find something to eat. We almost died today because we were so hungry after all. Now then, where to eat? If we want something really cheap, there's the public dining hall. The Laughing Wolf Tavern has bigger portions, though. Oh, but that place has a fantastic menu. They make a soup with meat dumplings that's to die for.
No. I have to go back to the dungeon.
But you need to eat.
Here's the plan. I want the 2 of you to leave the party.
What?
I'll take your gear and sell it, and raid the dungeon by myself.
No, that's a horrible plan.
You'll get killed.
Listen, this way I won't have to downgrade my armor. And if I'm alone, I can avoid monsters and get back to that floor faster. It's totally doable. Besides, this was all my fault. I don't want to risk your lives, too.
I'm going back there with you. You're not the only one who cares about Fallon. I would do anything to save her. I'm not going to slow you down, and a powerful magic user like me will come in handy.
My skills are nothing to sneeze at either. You never know when you'll need a trap disarmed or a door unlocked.
You guys are the best. Are you absolutely, positively sure you want to come? Even though you face death?
Yeah?
We're going to get all of our food from the dungeon.
Huh?
This place is full of monsters, right? So then, the dungeon has to have an ecosystem in it. The carnivorous monsters eat the monsters that are herbivores. And the herbivore monsters eat plants, which need water, light, and dirt to grow. Thus, we humanoids can sustain ourselves in the dungeon too.
So that's it then. We're really eating monsters?
Yep, every meal. Think about all of our adventures up to now. Some of those monsters were tasty looking, remember?
No, they weren't. Are you insane?
There are lots of people here who hunt monsters for food.
Sure, and they're all criminals who've been banished down here. They're always sick from food poisoning and blowing chunks from both ends.
Well, you did say you'd do anything to save poor Fallon.
I didn't say I'd eat monsters.
We don't have money for food. What else can we do?
Right, but if we eat something weird and get food poisoning, we could all die from that. Why do they keep letting noobs down here? If they're that scared of walking mushrooms, they should stay out. Oh, Laios, no. No!
I think we just found our lunch.
That's gross! Ew, no! I don't wanna!
How do you even know that thing's safe for us to eat?
The Dungeon Gourmet Guide says so. It's a basic ingredient, actually. They're supposed to be meaty with a mild flavor.
Gourmet guide?
Looks like it's been read a lot.
Let's find a more open space and build a fire. I wish we had a few more ingredients, though. Hear that scuttling? That's a scorpion!
I lost my appetite.
Even though we are in a dungeon, this section is always bustling with adventurers and merchants. It used to be the catacombs where the villagers' ancestors were laid to rest. 6 years ago, it was connected to the dungeon proper and has become quite the busy location. They say monsters come from the bottom of the dungeon. Are they creatures from the surface, transformed by dark magic, or are they from the bowels of hell? No one knows for sure. Either way, they look strange and attack without hesitation, as if they were protecting something. If these monsters can exist deep below the dungeon floor, so too could the Golden Country.
You caught it like a crayfish.
That's how it's done, and actually it's easier than a crayfish.
Hey, you're a little too into this. Is eating monsters some kind of weird fantasy of yours?
Saving my poor sister is the only thing on my mind.
Sure it is.
All right, I admit it. I do love monsters. I love how they look, how they sound, how they live, and I always wondered how they'd taste.
He's a psychopath. Do we have to cook this right here? Everyone's staring at us.
But we need the water, and it's just a few steps away.
All right, how do we cook it?
I was thinking we could boil it.
What happened?
It's easy to cut vertically, but cutting across is hard. That means diagonal and horizontal slashes will have little effect on walking mushrooms. I learned something new.
It looks more like food now that it's sliced.
No, it doesn't. Hold on! You're cooking the whole thing? Aren't they poisonous?
The venom from it won't hurt us if we eat it.
Are you sure?
Yep, the guide says it's totally safe to eat.
I knew it.
Excuse me, folks. A scorpion hot pot, eh? Can't say I agree with your method.
Who are you?
These have to be prepared for cooking. You have to chop off the pincers, head, legs, and tail. Especially the tail. Gives you the run something fierce.
But the guide said it was safe to eat.
You won't die, but it tastes like ass. Next, you have to slice the sucker up so it heats even and the juices can seep out. This way you get all the flavor. It's easier to eat this way. Then you pull out the innards like so. They're bitter and the texture's all wrong. As for the walking mushrooms, skin it and lose the butt. Save the feet and throw them in the pot. They're delish.
The feet taste good, huh?
Yep. Take a whiff. Unique, ain't it?
Mushroom foot sniffer.
Your pot's not big enough, though, so we'll use mine.
You're weirdly prepared.
It'll be bland with just the scorpion and mushroom. Add this.
Hold on! You can't put those in!
Why not?
There's no way I'm eating that! You see those? Those are corpses! I'll eat a monster if I have to, but not plants from a graveyard! Tell him! Tell him this tastes great on its
Marcel!
own! Who the hell are you anyway?
Up!
Of what?
A slime!
Oh no, it's covering my face. I can't cast my spells now. The first time I ever died was because a slime got me.
Are you okay?
Doing great. A little got up my nose, though.
Use my hanky.
I had no idea you could kill those with a knife.
It's easy if you know how its organs are laid out. Sure, it looks like a globby ooze, but it's actually not that different from a humanoid. This here is how the organs of a slime are arranged. Compared to a human's anatomy, it's like if you turned your stomach inside out and surrounded your head and organs with digestive fluid. They can sense your breath and like to attack when you exhale. That's why if you shout or pitch a fit like the good lady here, you get slimed. You can't eat these raw. You first have to wash it with hot water and a splash of citrus juice. Then you can either pat it dry or rub some salt on it and let it dry in the sun. After that, you got yourself one high-quality ingredient. If you can, starve one for 2 weeks, then dry it. I promise that taste is worth the wait. By the way, this is a portable slime dryer I made myself. Just lock it in there like so, and it'll dry out nicely as you're walking around. It'll be a while before that one's good. But this one's ready to go.
Oh,
We'll add it to your pot.
thanks, but can you spare it?
Sure. You don't know how happy I am to have found someone else who's as into monster food as I am. I've been studying the monsters in here and how to cook them up for over 10 years now.
10 years?
Has this dungeon been around for that long?
I'll have this ready in a bit. It's ready.
So, huge scorpions turn red when boiled.
This turned out better than the recipe looked in the guide.
This shouldn't smell as good as it does.
Cook it long enough and the heat shrinks the meat in the shell. Makes it easier to pull out.
You're right. It's good!
I know, isn't it?
The preparation totally changed the flavor.
I know, didn't it?
It tastes so good!
I know, doesn't it?
All right, let me try it. What are these?
Dried slime innards.
So good!
I never thought a slime could taste like this.
They're amazing soaked in fruit juice, too.
Those yummy roots you put in are nice and fluffy.
Technically, those aren't roots. They're the stems of a plant that grows upside down in the dungeon.
This algae is soft and delicious too. Is this something that also grows here?
Nah, that's just plain old algae. You find it wherever it's dank.
All this time, and I never knew this dungeon had so much yummy stuff in it. Ugh, I'm stuffed.
Perhaps now's a good time for introductions.
Yes, of course. My name's Senshi. It means seeker in Dwarvish.
My name's Laios. That's Marcel the Mage, and Chilchuck the Picklock.
Something tells me you three are on a mission.
Oh, well. On one of the lower levels, a member of our party got eaten by a monster. We have to save her before she's digested.
I'm sorry, that's horrible. Which monster?
A dragon with crimson scales.
Crimson scales on a lower level. That's a red dragon. I hear dragons mostly sleep because they're so big and need to conserve their energy. Their digestion should be slower than other monsters.
I sure hope that's true.
Please, would you allow me to join your party?
Sure, if you'd like to. Actually, you'd be a great help to us.
I would? Fantastic. Thanks so much.
No, thank you.
For years now, I dreamed of cooking one of those red dragons. I have so many recipes in mind. Steaks or hamburgers are classic and easy enough. Ooh, shabu shabu would be amazing too. Or yakudon, as long as we have enough eggs.
Is it right to eat what ate one of us? The thought crossed everyone's minds then, but no one said anything. The second floor. Here, strange vistas stretched before them, unlike the village's musty catacombs on the first floor. Scholars say this is the tallest tower of the Golden Castle, stretching up from deep below.
These trees are so tall, and I always wondered, how come they don't poke through to the surface?
Maybe the curse on this place won't let them.
You okay there, Marcel?
Yeah, my foot got stuck on a plank.
We've been walking a while now. We should rest. Let's find a place to set up camp and get some sleep. Hey, do you remember that time we spent the night here in one of the hollowed out trees?
Yeah, I do.
I made pork soup and got burned so bad.
Soup.
Are you hungry? I got some of that scorpion broth from lunch if you want.
No thanks.
Oh, I know. We should hunt us a monster for our lunch. What would you like to eat instead, then? If you're craving something, I'll try making that.
That's nice of you to offer, but it's gonna have monster in it, right? As long as it's edible, I'm fine with whatever.
What kind of monsters appear around here again?
Well, big bats and giant rats.
I'm not eating unhygienic things.
Forest goblins.
Same with demi-humans.
Living armor?
Metal. That's it? There's nothing normal? Aren't there birds or fruit?
Oh my god, first you say I'm fine with anything, then hate whatever we suggest. You're that type.
What? I just don't want to eat gross things.
There are normal animals here, but they're docile. We'd have to set traps and wait. A duck isn't gonna walk by carrying a green onion.
I know. You have a point.
But this is a dungeon, so it might have dire ducks with man-eating green onions. Now there's something fun and tasty.
I don't share your optimism for it.
Well, this time of year, there's plenty of nuts and fruits around.
What? There are? Aha! A man-eating fruit plant! I should have known!
Actually, man-eating is just a general term for it. See that flower? Its formal name is Barasalia, and it grows along trails animals use. It produces fluid strands, like spider silk, and when a creature touches it, it can't digest anything, so it doesn't eat the things it catches. It uses them for fertilizer.
It can use a human for fertilizer too, then.
You know the vegetables you have no problem eating? Those grow in soil, fertilized by animal corpses and poop.
Right, but I don't have a problem eating those.
Don't freak out. We're on the second floor. A corpse retriever would have come and picked up any dead bodies by now. They check these plants all the time. This ain't the lower floors, so there's no way someone was left here for fertilizer.
I don't know.
Sneaking up to pick one will be tough.
All right, then we fight it.
Step aside. I can destroy them all with one spell. Spelai Yeptom Bufels. Alamandoras Proju. Nixanto Aslam!
Stop that, you idiot!
What? Why?
You want to destroy all the fruit, too? There's an ironclad rule here. Take only what you can eat.
Stop lecturing and help! No! Let go! It can't digest anything, huh? It's totally digesting him!
What? Oh, well, some have digestive tracts. It depends on the species. By the way, the species that has you is parasitic. It plants its seeds under your skin.
You're not helping!
Stay as still as you can. These plant-type monsters have lots of limbs. If I took them on one at a time, we'd be here all day. I only have to attack one spot. It's fruit! Are you okay?
Yeah, nothing's broken.
How was it?
Huh?
Like I told you before, this species leaves its seeds under your skin. It's called a shadowtail. Unlike the Barasalia type that squeezes you till your bones break, this type needs to keep whatever it traps with its vines alive. It squeezes its prey just enough so it can't escape, but it's still relatively comfortable in its clutches, which could feel kinda cozy. Did it? I upset her again.
Yeah, you got intensely weird at the end there.
First, a light steaming. Then you cut around the stem like so. Give a little twist. Then pull and the seeds will come right out. Next, you peel the skin off and pound it till it's nice and soft. Then line the bottom of the pan with it. Give the unripe fruit a good mashing, add a dash of slime and a bit of scorpion broth, and mix till it's good and thick. Once it's got a smooth consistency, pour in the rest of the scorpion broth and a handful of the chopped fruit, mix it up a little bit, then pour it into the frying pan. Let it cook a bit.
I just want to see if I can grow this on the surface.
That's a stupid idea.
No!
And when you see it start bubbling like that, drop in the rest of the fruit. Perfect. It's ready.
It's a tart.
Looks like it, but it's not. The crust keeps it from burning. Don't eat that part.
It's real salty. I thought it tasted more sweet.
Yeah, it's good though. Go on, try it. I'm pretty sure you'll like the flavor.
You didn't make this with the plant the corpse fell out of, did you?
No, just its fruit. The gelatin from the stem of that species would have made this dish come out a whole lot better, though. It's just not firm enough with the slime.
Wow, this is really good. The fertilizer type fruit is juicy and sweet, while the digesting type's fruit is savory. I bet the animals love these too. Must be hard for the plant to make enough fruit to keep up with demand. What's the point making it if it's just gonna get eaten?
Well, it is a carnivorous plant. It makes fruit to attract the animals it eats to survive.
That makes sense. Then being delicious is part of the plant's strategy. How clever.
Now you see the appeal of monsters. Aren't they great?
As if. Well, what do we do about him?
We'd lose time dragging him back to town.
Maybe I can resurrect him with my magic.
Don't risk it. The spell could backfire.
If we just leave him where people can see him, he'll get picked up eventually.
That's a great idea. This works, I think.
Kind of reminds you of the gallows, doesn't it?
That night, Marcel had a nightmare. Dungeon food. Eat or be eaten. There is no hierarchy to it, just the reality that to eat is the privilege of the living. Ah, dungeon food. Delicious in dungeon.
Hi, Mom. I'm home. What you cooking there? It smells amazing.
It's your birthday, remember? I made all the recipes you love.
Wow, you made them all?
Every single dish. See? I whipped up all of your favorites. Fresh from the bowels of the dungeon.
Good morning. You okay?
I had a nightmare. That's what I smelled in my nightmare. Can you guys smell that too?
Yep, the party across the way is making breakfast.
They're having salted pork? On buns? It's not fair!
It's horrible. Breaks my heart to see it. These days, the diet of young adventurers is a travesty. They only eat bread, dried meats, and wine. Look, I get it. Exploring dungeons takes stamina, which you build by eating fatty meat. But fat ain't enough. Malnutrition is the real monster here. Now that I said my piece, I feel like a total hypocrite because we have yet to eat a balanced meal. Elf girl, you know why you were drooling over that salted pork yonder? It's 'cause your body's craving fat, that's why.
It's 'cause I don't want to eat monster!
Today, we'll hunt monsters that are rich in fat. Honestly, it'd be nice if we could find one that laid eggs, too. Eggs are filling, nutritious, the perfect food. So, if you spot any eggs around, grab them.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I am.
Just say it.
The body of a chicken. The tail of a snake. With spurs sharp as knives and loaded with venom. Basilisk, the king of snakes.
All right, a basilisk. Isn't that great, Marcel? You'll get to eat chicken meat.
Is it though? Can you call it a chicken when it's half chicken?
Man, what a cool concept. I always loved monsters that were a mix of more than one species. Something about mashing two species together elevates the appeal of each one. The basilisk makes you appreciate the things about a plain old chicken that make it special. A simple combo, but it really makes you think. By the way, here's a fact about the cockatrice and basilisk. Same family, different species. It's been my dream to do a taste test between the two.
You got some weird dreams.
There should be a basilisk nest here. There's one. The eggs look freshly laid, too. Let's bag them up before the folks come home.
Are they supposed to be that long?
Here, take it.
But are they supposed to be this squishy?
The cry of the basilisk. Come on, Senshi.
I hope you wrapped yours in something soft like I did.
It's the party with the grill.
That escape technique. She's just asking to be kicked in the back.
Would you just hurry up and save her?
Spread your arms and legs out wide to look huge. Then do a crazy yell to sound threatening. It'll freak the thing out and keep it back.
How about we pretend we don't know him?
The basilisk has another head on its tail, so it seems like it has no blind spots, but it's still one body. So if you attack both heads at the same time, you'll split its attention in two directions, confusing the whole body. How is he? Did he get poisoned?
Yes. Laios! Senshi says he has an antidote.
Let's have it then.
Actually, I was planning to use it for lunch today.
He's dying! Can't you see that?
Yeah, well, it's better to take one of these antidotes if it's cooked into something.
Then hurry up and cook something!
First, you gotta chop off the tail and feet. Parboil it for a sec, then pluck the feathers.
Whoa! Looks like normal chicken.
Next, you gotta pull out the guts and rub in some spices. Chop some vegetables up and cram them in with your medicinal herbs. Then tie up the cut. Last, jam a stick through the sucker and give it a good slow roasting. And it's ready.
Hurry up! Give him some!
It's so juicy and delicious.
Sorry for the wait.
Here, have some too.
I can't yet! I should cast a healing spell to... Oh my gosh, it's like something the dining hall serves.
This really does taste exactly like chicken meat.
I heard snake meat tastes like chicken too.
I'm sorry. I'll cast that healing spell now. Oops, now I'm ready.
That was so good. It's the first decent meal I've had She and we've been trying for 3 months to get past this part of the dungeon. But the same monsters wipe us out every single time. So we thought, since you eat monsters, you could tell us how to get stronger so we can too.
Oh, sure.
First, improve your eating habits. Second, get enough sleep. Third, exercise. Follow these 3 rules, and in no time you will get stronger.
What an amazing group of adventurers. I want to be like them.
I don't think we're gonna make it to the 3rd floor today.
We spent too much time cooking that monster.
They say red dragons wake up once a month to do their hunting. That means the one we ran into had just woken up.
So it's probably asleep now because its belly's full.
I'd like to find it before it finishes digesting my sister. Hey, Marcel, would you please pick up the pace a little? Yeah, my sister's doomed.
I'm not slowing us down. See, nothing's broken. I can walk.
But you're hurt. We should take a break.
I'm fine, really.
Oh, please. Acting tough isn't helping one bit. You'll just end up really hurting yourself, and then you'll be a burden on the party.
Ah!
We could take the path outside. It's easier.
Then we'll have to deal with those pesky big bats.
I can take care of big bats with my magic.
No, it's fine.
We could take the secret path. There's lots of traps, but few monsters.
I have spells that can disarm traps.
Nah, don't bother. It's faster to let Chilchuck handle them.
Oh.
If we're taking a path with few monsters on it, we'll need to stock up on as much food as we can carry.
Won't the leftovers from lunch be enough?
That's mostly meat and eggs. We need some more vegetables, too. I know of a spot nearby where mandrakes grow.
Oh! I know all about harvesting mandrakes. Leave everything to me. Mandrakes are basic ingredients for magical potions. And I'm the expert here in magic. So follow my lead and do exactly what I say. You can't just pull a mandrake out because it'll scream. If you hear it, you'll either go insane or worse, die. If we do this the wrong way, we'll lose time. And poor Fallon is pretty much doomed. So here's how we do this. First, we need one well-trained dog and one leash.
A dog?
Connect the dog to the mandrake with the leash. Call the dog from a safe distance. The dog will run to you and pull the mandrake out.
What happens to the dog?
It dies.
That's horrible. And where are we supposed to get enough dogs to sacrifice? Wouldn't you say this plan is not only cruel but totally inefficient?
But that's what I was taught.
Can't we just use a really long piece of rope?
What?
If we used a rope that's long enough so we couldn't hear the scream, we wouldn't need to kill a dog.
There's a reason that won't work. Something about getting the right angle when you pull or something.
That was scary.
Nice, Marcel.
If you just cut their heads off first, they won't scream.
Makes sense.
But that's not the right way.
I've been doing it this way for years.
But this isn't like picking carrots. It's really dangerous.
Senshi obviously has experience picking them. And speaking of, have you ever tried to do this like how your book's telling you?
No, I felt sorry for the dog.
Well, we don't have a dog and we're wasting time talking about it.
Sorry, but we're doing it Senshi's way.
If such an easy method was safe, it would have been in the book and taught at school. What was I thinking? Trying to get them to believe how the book says to pick a mandrake when I never tried that way before. That's right, I haven't. That settles it. I'll show them the book's method is the right way. Then they'll see.
I'm so sorry.
I forgive you. Now what can I use instead of a dog? A monster! This floor is chock full of big bats. They should all be sleeping in their nests now. I hope this works. The book doesn't say how much strength it takes to yank these out.
You know it's a big bat nest by all the dung.
I never thought Laios' trivia would come in handy. Now, I need to find somewhere far enough that I can't hear the scream. Like there. I can hit it from here easy. Ire, Faun, Orbis.
Dad. Oh, hey there.
You used a big bat instead of a dog, huh? That's stupid. Hey, can you hear me? You okay there?
Yeah, I could never feel better.
Yeah, right.
She heard the scream. Let's keep talking to her and it'll help clear her head. Why'd you do that?
When I heard my party call me a bird and I freak out. I do what I did to get back at him and make him grovel at my foot.
Why, you rotten...
Take it easy.
If I feel like I'm in a way and not helpful, it makes me real sad.
The deeper we get in here, the tougher the monsters. We need your magic to keep us all safe. I don't want you wasting your power when we're just 3 floors down. We all have strengths and weaknesses. And when things get crazy, I'm gonna need you to be ready. Till then, we can take care of everything else. We like to feel useful too. Go on, Chilchuck. Tell her.
I was wrong to say you were a burden. You've been a big help since day one.
Say it like you mean it, Shorty.
I see you got your lousy attitude back, you little...
This is great. We snagged ourselves a nice fat big bat. How's about we make some omelets?
Are we 100% sure this thing's an egg? It looks nothing like any egg I've ever seen.
That's what a snake egg looks like.
But only the tail part of it's the snake. All the chickeny parts are the body.
The chickeny part's the tail.
This one's a different color than the others.
You're right. Oh, that's the one Marcel got. It still has a head.
First, you chop the mandrakes up, then stir-fry it for a bit. Crack an egg and whip it. Once it gets all fluffy in the pan, it's ready.
Compared to a chicken egg, this is yellowier.
This one's got the mandrake we picked in it, and this one's got the mandrake the elf girl picked using her big bat method.
Sure, keep rubbing it in, why don't ya?
Now.
The one with Marcel's mandrake is less bitter and more velvety.
It is good.
I guess it loses whatever toxins it has when it screams. The basic rule of cooking is the more effort you put in, the better the taste. I was so hell-bent on being efficient, I totally forgot that fact. My apologies, Marcel. You and that cookbook of yours were right.
Hey, this is not a cookbook!
As thanks for pointing out my mistake, I saved the tastiest parts for you.
I don't want it! I'm sick and tired of eating these sticky monsters!
The entrance to the secret path should be around here.
I don't see it.
Lyles, can I borrow your sword? Here it is.
How the heck did he know?
Chilchuck is a specialist in finding traps and picking locks.
All right, people. There's tons of traps coming up, so don't make a move until I say so. One thing I hate more than anything is people getting in my way when I'm trying to work. Stop. Only step where I just stepped. What are you doing? I clearly said only step where I just stepped. Why is your foot hanging over on this other tile?
I don't nitpick details.
But the details matter. If you don't watch your step, you'll kill someone. There are all kinds of traps. Some of them go off in tandem, and some affect each other. If you trigger one of them, all my calculations go right out the window. Open your ears and step where I tell you to.
This room's got all sorts of traps. This one would crisp you up before you knew it.
Get off that tile already! Fire traps spray oil and it won't stop till you move your dang foot!
Oil?
The last thing I need is a roasted dwarf!
Roasted, huh? No, not roasted.
Huh?
Fried. No, deep fried. Kakiyage! We're having tempura for lunch today. You know where the oil for this trap is stored?
It's not used for cooking.
All right, half-foot kid. You an expert in cooking oil now?
I hate it when people call me kid.
Vegetable oil is the most common, and I bet that's what it is. Either way, I just want to check it for myself. If not, no worries, I won't use it.
All right, fine. But from now on, when we're dealing with traps, you have to swear you'll do exactly what I tell you. If you don't like following my orders, you can find the oil yourself.
I swear I'll do what you say, and I'll help if you want.
I don't. Look, we each have a specialty, don't we? You cook. I disarm traps and pick locks. Marcel magics. I'd never tell you how to cook something ever. So as a professional courtesy, leave me alone so I can do my job. I knew it. This is a treasure room. All those traps were designed to protect it. It's bolted down. I should check inside this one. Give me some space.
He doesn't have to get all snippy about it.
He knows if he screws up, we're dead. He's just stressing out about it is all.
It's open.
Great. So how are we going to get the oil out of it?
I have no idea. This looks like the spout, and this is the trigger, and if you pull on it, the oil comes out. I think.
Okay, I'll hold the pot, and you pull the trigger thingy.
Huh? That's crazy! It's filled with boiling oil!
Don't worry.
I'm worried! You asked for it!
Hot!
That's what I was worried about. You okay? Ah! Your thumb!
180 degrees. Perfect temperature for deep frying.
So, you didn't feel that at all?
That smell. That taste. This here is olive oil.
You're kidding.
There used to be tons of olive trees here, and olive oil's easy enough to make. Figure someone would use it in a trap.
Yeah, I guess.
Now we can deep fry things. Oh, we can use that big blade from the trap in the ceiling to chop the meat.
Hold on! We don't know if that trap will react the same way!
Since I'm no good at dealing with traps, I'll leave trap stuff to the expert.
Do I really have to do it?
Cooking's my specialty, so you have to do whatever I say now. Those are the terms we agreed to.
I never agreed to that. What the hell am I doing? The big bat's all cut up.
Thanks. Next, get that fire trap going and heat this oil up. Go on, you got this. While he's doing that, I'll strip the skin off the meat, then chop the meat into chunks. After scoring the meat with a knife, I'll rub in some spices and let it rest. Now's as good a time as any to prepare the mandrake kakiyage. Before you peel its skin off, you should remove its arms and legs. If they're all tangled, just separate them and they rip right off. Scrape all the skin off the body, and where the arms and legs were, give those places a scrape too. Next comes the batter. Mix a basilisk egg with water, then sift in a bit of flour. Give it another mix in and make damn sure there's no clumps. Then add the chopped mandrake. How's that fire coming?
I have no idea. It's not like I ever used a fire trap for cooking before.
Oh, it's just about right. Once it's fried enough it doesn't fall apart, flip it. Got that?
Yeah, I got it. Is it ready? Damn it, it wasn't ready. Maybe it needs more heat. I burned it.
How's it coming along?
Horribly. Can you just do this?
Fire traps are your specialty.
Traps are my specialty, but deep frying's a cooking thing. If the heat's too low, it's gooey. With too much heat, it burns right away.
Then it's not your specialty after all. This badge looks okay.
I like the color of that.
And it's ready.
I never thought eating deep-fried food was possible in a dungeon. This came out perfect.
The heat was just right. When you deep fry, you do it quick at a specific temperature. That's how you get it nice and crispy. It's hard to get it right doing it over a campfire.
Not that anyone should use a campfire.
I've been on this floor a bunch and never knew about this useful room.
It's dangerous! Don't ever come in here without me, got it? You'll end up killing yourself.
I hear ya. And for the record, the way you handle traps is amazing. You sure know your stuff. The day we go our separate ways will be a sad day for me. I can't figure traps like you, that's for sure.
It's not all that hard. When we get some downtime, I guess I can teach you a little about traps.
Really?
This could go bad in so many ways. But you did teach me a couple of your cooking skills.
Meat cannot replace bread, and bread cannot replace meat. But combine them, and they can be quite delicious. So it is with meals and people. Delicious in Dungeon.
I'm so tired. These stairs go on, and it's exhausting.
Food tastes better after a little exercise.
A little.
Sword, please.
Sure.
There should be a switch here.
I don't think I've ever seen this chamber before.
And we saved a lot of time getting here. Damn it.
What's wrong?
The decoration for my crossguard fell off.
Why'd you have to be so rough with it?
I didn't mean to break it.
It's not your fault. It's been loose for a while now. I tried tying it on with string and gluing it, but nothing worked. Oh, well.
Did it have some special purpose?
Nope, not really.
It was a memento, wasn't it?
Memento? Yeah, I guess in a way it was. 3 years ago, my sister and I were new adventurers. To learn the ropes of the dungeon, we joined a group of gold strippers.
Gold strippers?
This castle was covered in gold way back when. Parties would get rich scraping off the gold.
Another party already stripped this place clean. Let's see if they hit the inside, too. Okay.
Ios, if there are monsters in there, we're not ready to handle them yet.
Yeah, but we can't make it back by ourselves either.
Would you look at that? Poor guy. The armor's all rusted. That's what happens if you die in a place like this and no one finds you.
Over here! Look what I found!
Wonder how much we'd get for all this armor.
They're all in good condition. We could sell them as is or melt them down.
The armor's alive! It's a monster! Run!
We can't fight these. Come on! It broke. Oh, I killed it!
Look out!
Anyway, that's what happened. And that's how I got this sword.
But you died for it.
It was my first death, and for a while afterwards, the sight of armor would freak me out. You know, I've read books on living armor, and not one of them mentions anything about their flavor. I wonder what they taste like. What do you think, Senshi? How would you cook it?
What? You can't eat armor.
Living armor is a suit of armor controlled by magic. It's not some creature.
Yeah, I know. But what about the leather of the straps?
You ever try and eat leather? It's damn near impossible to chew. Go catch a monster, less of a pain.
If you're so hell-bent on eating armor, you could always eat your own.
That's a shame. I guess eating living armor's out of the question.
Come on, let's go.
Let's avoid fighting them if possible.
We'll just run past them. I think we could do it easy. They don't move that fast.
That's true. What do you think? Sound good?
Sure.
Any one of them could move. So stay alert. Here we go! Get going!
They blocked us! We can't get to the other door!
What do we do now?
There's only one thing we can do now. Go back the other way as fast as we can. Run for it!
They're unusually aggressive. I wonder if we did something to tick them off.
That's silly. They don't have any feelings. They're empty suits of armor. The only way to stop them is to find whoever it is that's controlling them.
If someone was controlling those things, I didn't see them.
Usually what happens is you get too close to them and then they attack. But these ones, they move to block the door. That means there could be something on the other side of that door they have to protect.
Like whoever or whatever is controlling them. That's gotta be it. It's the only explanation.
Then you think it might be a monster?
I don't know. Maybe. Normal folks wouldn't have access to magic that powerful. What now? Unless we can get past them and through that door, we're stuck.
We'll have to find the mage or whatever that's controlling the armor. Once we take them out, that should break the spell.
Obviously.
I got it. If 3 people distract the armor, one of us can sneak right on by and get through the door.
Good luck sneaking by.
Actually, I thought you'd do the sneaking since that's kind of your thing.
But fighting definitely isn't my thing. Living armor doesn't have eyes or ears because it doesn't need them. Stealth skills don't work on things that aren't alive.
They don't have eyes or ears.
Are you ready?
Let's do this! Come on, you rusty buckets! I'm right here! Come and get me! Bad idea!
Don't fear, Missy.
Aslam!
Oh, fantastic. There's one in here, too. This one looks different from the armor in the other room. There doesn't seem to be anyone here doing the controlling. I get the feeling this one's the strongest. I can't call the others for help. I'll have to fight this thing on my own and figure out what the armors are protecting. I'll try chopping off an arm or a leg. Maybe that'll slow it down. An egg case! That's what it was protecting. Eggs! What kind of eggs are they? Do they belong to whatever's controlling the armor?
Living armor doesn't have eyes or ears because it doesn't need them.
I knew it. There's more to these things. If it has no eyes or ears, why'd it bother picking up the helmet and straightening it? Why'd it turn its head to track our movements? Why's it got eggs? I know why. There's a creature in it. There's no outside force controlling them. They move instinctively and deliberately to protect its eggs. They're alive. That means they can be killed. That means we can eat them.
There's too many of them! Oh no!
Keep moving! If you stop, you're dead!
Behind you! Aslam! Wait, no!
They can share their parts?
Not fair!
How's that possible? Hurry up, Laios! We're getting swarmed in here and things are looking bad!
It doesn't stop if you chop off its head. But if it's a living thing, it can be killed. My options are slashing at its organs, make it bleed to death, suffocate it, starve it. What am I saying? Those will take too long. First things first, I need to find out what kind of creature's inside. Maybe it's a slime, but they don't move with precision, they just ooze. Maybe it's a horde of insects. No, I would have heard them scuttling around inside. Maybe there's a big spider in the helmet using its legs to move the armor. I wonder if that last one's it. I'm not gonna find out standing here. I can't overpower it, so I'll outsmart it. Yeah, this'll do. I'll draw its attention and get right up next to it. Got it! Now, let's see. It's empty. If there's nothing here, why'd that other one even bother picking its helmet up? He's coming. Uh-oh. What do I do? Wait, how can it not see me hiding over here? There's something about the helmet then. What's this? What the heck? It's a mollusk, and right between the layers of plating. That's why cutting parts off the armor didn't work. There's a colony of these in it. It's still looking for its head. All right then. Here! talking. This must be filled with them. Looks like they connect to each other at the joints, then expand and contract like muscles to move around. But which one laid the eggs? Guess if they're hermaphrodites, they all could have laid them. Now's not the time to think about that. Gimme!
Let go already!
Hey guys, get over here!
Do we look like we can? What was that? And why did they go chasing it? Whoa! So it was a mage after all.
Nope, there was no mage. This so-called living armor isn't controlled by magic, but by the creatures inside.
Huh?
Check this out. The armor has 2 layers, and look what's sandwiched between them. That makes the armor move. In the armor, these things link together. They form groups that act just like the muscles do in our bodies. On their own, they're weak, but together, they use the armor like a structure, and that is how they can move like us. They were aggressive with us because we happened to show up after they laid their eggs.
Seriously? Those icky things hatch from eggs?
Born from eggs, isn't that amazing? And I'm the one who found out about their secret. Until now, everyone thought living armor was controlled by magic. Wait till we tell the world about them. We're gonna blow some minds.
You see that? How when he talks about monsters, he gets crazy eyes? Creeps me out.
Hey, don't be rude.
Senshi, we can't eat the armor, but I bet we can eat these guys. They look pretty dang nutritious, don't they?
Huh? There's no way anyone's eating that mysterious gooey gunk!
Oh, Marcel, the first bite of a new food is always mysterious. Where's your sense of adventure?
That's a stupid adventure!
I'll fix them up. Never cooked them before, so can't promise it'll be any good.
Aw, thank you, Senshi.
Hell no! What if those things are loaded with poison?
I'm pretty sure any creature that poisonous wouldn't bother with hiding in a suit of armor.
What the heck kind of meal do I make out of them?
See that part? When I tried to pry it open with my hand, it wouldn't open. I ended up making a cut right along there. It couldn't close after that. You know how a mollusk has that adductor muscle thing to close their shells? That's what that is.
So these are like shellfish. I got an idea. We'll need to pry them out of the armor first.
Oh no, it drowned.
Guess we can't clean off the sand that way. They didn't come from the sea, so maybe we don't need to. Not sure if its organs are safe to eat, so they're going in the trash. I'll slice these ones up and make soup. Then heat some oil. Add critter, seasoning, and medicinal herbs for a stir-fry. The helmet critters. Steamed. And these, classic style all the way. It's ready.
What are you gonna try first?
The soup, I guess. Wait, does anyone have an antidote for food poisoning?
Well, it doesn't smell bad.
Pretty sure what I'm smelling is iron.
Laios. Here.
Ow! Why is everyone looking at me like that?
You wanted to eat living armor, so there it is. Eat up.
You discovered him. You get the first bite.
Such an honor.
You leave his corpse if he dies, okay?
Okay. Did he die?
It's delicious! Oh my god, the flavor. It's so good. It didn't taste like anything at first, but then, oh man.
How long does food poisoning take to make you sick?
Depends on the food.
Not bad. Could use a condiment or 3, maybe. How'd those come out?
least these were stir-fried with medicinal herbs.
And?
Doesn't taste bad.
Oh.
How is it, Marcel?
They kind of taste like mushrooms.
I know, right? I'm trying the steamed ones next. I bet these'll taste better than the grilled ones. Tastes like mold.
Guess the helmet stink got cooked into them.
Here.
In all my years of eating monster in this here dungeon, I never would have dreamed I'd eat critters like those.
I doubt anyone dreamed living armor was really a type of shellfish. A weird type born from an egg case.
Wouldn't it be neat to see what they're like right when they hatch? I bet they're so small you can barely see them. As they mature, they form their outer shells and find others like them. They figure out how to move, start exploring, make colonies. Maybe they line up like we saw them, right before they mate. Something tells me they're hermaphrodites, and the biggest, healthiest colony lays all the eggs. Wait, I just thought of something. Whenever I saw suits of armor holding hands, I thought it was a dungeon prank, but maybe that was a mating ritual.
Someone needs a nap.
I was scared of living armor for so long. Turns out it was just a fragile, delicious monster.
Hey, I'm sorry your old sword got broken. That one's pretty neat, though.
Hey, Laios. If you're taking that, want me to check it to make sure it's not cursed?
No, don't trouble yourself. It's not cursed at all, really. Totally not cursed.
Like you can tell.
Don't blame me if it turns out you get cursed.
Wait up, I'm coming.
So, with a new sword in hand, the journey continues. And as they descend into the dungeon, the other three have no idea their party has gained a new member. Floor of the dungeon. After you go through the graveyard and the tallest tower's forest, you'll arrive inside the Golden Castle. Once opulent, the interior is now covered in dust and mold, a shadow of its former glory. Deep within, footsteps echo through the halls. They could belong to another adventurer or to a former resident, now undead.
That there's a skeleton. That's a human. That's a ghoul.
You're weirdly accurate, but how?
The footsteps of people, skeletons, and zombies all sound totally different. We'll go left. There are golems down that other corridor.
Golems, magical creatures made from mud, dirt, and stone, and humanoid in shape. Puppets that follow their creators' every order.
Wait,
Before you say it, we are not eating golems. They're 99% rocks and dirt. They're not alive, they're magical. Heck, even I can make one of them.
Teach me how.
No.
If she taught you how, we all know what you'd do with it.
if there's golems down there, I need to get some things from them. Follow me. My base camp. It's not much, but make yourselves to home.
Whoa.
Do you live here?
Nah, I don't sleep here much. I do my hunting on the 2nd and 4th floors. Around about every month or so, I go to the village to get spice and other stuff I'm low on. In fact, I ran into you on my way back from a supply run. There's not much to eat here on the 3rd. Most of the monsters you find are either rotting away or just bones walking around. But we got golems. Hoo boy, they are something special. Their bodies are filled with nutrients, and they maintain a consistent temperature and humidity. A useful critter if there ever was one.
So what you're saying is...
You use them as a walking Betsy patch? That's an affront to farming! And to magic scholaring, too!
What's the harm? I might not like magic much, but I dang well appreciate golems. They're a whole lot better than your average cropland. Bugs are never a problem because they kill them all. They deal with vegetable thieves, too.
Who'd steal veggies off a golem?
They keep their water levels perfect so they don't dry out. And anything you plant on them is guaranteed to grow. They do all the hard work for you. But like any field of crops, they need tending now and again. That's how come I set up my base camp here.
No way!
What are you gonna do?
Should we help?
Nope.
That's amazing.
He knows how to handle them.
How does he know where the magic cores are to disable them?
I think I know how.
All done. You mind helping me harvest all the veggies off them?
I couldn't even tell these were gardens on their backs at first. Since the plants live on the golems, are they, like, parasites to them?
Nope, it's a symbiotic kind of thing. Once the plants take root, they hold the dirt together and make the golem's body stronger.
Really?
Give me a hand pulling up these weeds.
Now that's a harvest! Finally, we get to eat some normal vegetables.
Set the weeds over here so they can dry out. Dead weeds make great fertilizer. In fact, I got a batch ready from last time that I'll bury in the golems now.
Huh?
These jars are filled with a different kind of fertilizer. I give the golem a splash of it, and it's good to go.
I knew it!
Knew what?
That's how you knew where the golem's cores were. You plant them back each time yourself. It is a crime, you know. Tampering with magical creatures without permission.
What crime? I'm just tilling soil and tending a farm.
An illegal golem farm.
Till the soil up good and dig some ridges. Also, never plant the same thing in the golem you got it from. Rotating crops keeps the soil working right.
I'm so tired. I felt like it took more effort than fighting monsters.
Thanks to all your help, it got done faster than if I did it myself.
I drank so much water, I need to pee.
All right. While the elf girl's in the bathroom, do me another favor and help me sweep up this extra dirt. Taro, Jiro, Saburo.
Do they revive right away after you bury him?
No, it takes a little while. The roots need time to grow enough so the dirt doesn't come apart when the golem gets up and moves.
You really do care a lot about these golems. That's so amazing. And you've been doing this all by yourself. Hasn't that been difficult?
Nothing hard about it at all. It's a thing I like doing. We're all done. Now, let's have a feast of all the stuff we worked so hard to get.
What a beautiful color.
Guess I'm the expert at peeling things now.
You want it smaller, or is it okay?
Ah, that's perfect.
Need to light that fire? I can do it.
I got my striker and flint for that.
You don't have to light it that way all the time. It'd be faster with magic. How can you like golems and be anti-magic?
Every time you do a thing the easy way, it dulls your skill for doing it. Convenient and simple ain't the same. Doing things your way with magic is the same as buying veggies at the store. This is the last of the basilisk bacon. It's ready.
Thank you for the meal.
This is so good! How can something that grows underground be this delicious?
Maybe the veggies taste so good because of something in the golem.
Shut it! I don't care if it walks, it's just a veggie patch.
Oh, by the way, if a golem's body is 99% dirt, What's the last 1% of it?
That's secret. Ah, that hit the spot.
I'm so stuffed. I feel like taking a nap now.
Go on and take one. I got a few chores I need to do anyway.
Help clean up.
Gonna hit the head.
I appreciate having a nice clean bathroom way down here. It's so much better than your typical hole dug in the ground.
In a dungeon where there's a lot of foot traffic, there are designated areas for restrooms.
They're always so well maintained. Some of them even have fresh flowers in them. I wonder who goes to all the trouble. Senshi?
What is it?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna fill up my fertilizer pots with the slop from the toilets.
I can't believe you can do that after eating.
This is the best fertilizer we have down here.
And the veggies we ate were...
Get a grip. That's how it's done up top, too.
Yeah, I know. It's still gross.
Hey, Senshi, hang on. Why do you go to all this trouble to live down here? No offense, but life's easier up top. You can still be self-sufficient and do all your farming and hunting and stuff like that.
If I lived up there, who'd keep the bathrooms clean and stocked down here? When a zombie's stuck in a toilet, who'd pull it out? Who'd fix the golems if they fell apart? You know, there used to be 10 walking around, but now there's only 3. If they're gone, the monsters from the lower floors would find their way up here. That'll force the monsters that live here now to go who knows where, and those monsters will force other monsters out of their homes. If that happens, this place will change in a bad way. You won't be able to hunt or even walk around. Dungeon's the same as a field. If you don't take care of it right, you can't enjoy what it brings you. My thinking is, in here I eat what I grow or hunt, but I always give something back to it. Living like that makes me appreciate the dungeon. Makes me feel like when I step foot in here, I'm a part of it all. And that makes me happy.
But if that's the case, is it okay to leave here to help us on our journey? Won't this fall apart without you?
Nope, I don't have to be here all the time. The golems can take care of things for a month or 2. Besides, if you folks up and died of malnutrition, I'd feel terrible. Wait here for me. I'll be done in a bit.
Senshi is so amazing.
What are we doing, carrying all of this?
I use them to barter with. Used to sell them from a stand where I'd leave them, but that didn't work out.
You just left them there?
Honor system. I had a treasure chest there to drop your money. But the cash got stolen, so I stopped doing that.
No wonder that treasure chest.
Always had money in it.
Is this floor the only one you do your bartering on?
My usual customers are down a few floors. We set up a time to meet so they won't be there now. I didn't want to leave these rotting on the golems, but if we can't trade them off, we'll just have to toss them. Oh, well.
That is out of the question. We can't waste this food. After all the work it took to grow, it's perfect and shiny and delicious.
Veggie lover. Let's keep going. With any luck, we'll find someone on this floor who wants them. This'll take forever.
Even in a dungeon, there are merchants.
Enter.
Their customers are adventurers and those who cannot return to the surface for various reasons.
Welcome, good folk, welcome. Will we be dining in or staying the night?
We're here to trade.
Ah, splendid, splendid. And what are we trading today?
Vegetables.
Get out, go on, get!
But sir, just listen.
If you want to trade something, bring gold! Understand? You do know what gold is. It's round and shiny and glitters!
We don't want gems or anything valuable. Just some food and spices from your kitchen.
Look, isn't this round and shiny?
Show this your carrot to your cook. They'll want to make something good out of it for sure.
That's disgusting! Who the hell would want to eat that?
You rotten little... If you treat food attitude like that, I swear you'll get yours in the end.
What are you waiting for? Throw these idiots out of here already!
Just listen!
First ones to die are the ones with the weapons. Go, kill them. Kill every one of them.
Why are orcs here? They're supposed to live on the lower floors.
Who cares about that? We have to...
Marcel!
What you think you're doing hanging around a dump like this, Senshi? I was gonna ask you the same thing. You in a party with this lot? That's right. Humans and elves. Ugh.
Don't tell me your usual customers.
Yep, it's them.
I had a feeling he did business with a rough crowd, but orcs? I thought they'd be goblins.
Really? I was sure they'd be kobolds.
I seen the red dragon. The damn thing used to keep to itself. Not anymore. He's been showing up near our village, sniffing around and blowing fire all over. We got kids and old orcs to take cares of. They can't fight, so we came up to this floor till the dragon left.
You think that could be our dragon?
Tell me, where did you see it?
You think I'd tell you, a human, where our village is? Fat chance.
Chief, we done killing everyone.
Ah, great. Pack up whatever's not nailed down then.
What is this, milk? Ugh, it's rotten. Chuck it.
Them veggies be something you grew, I guess. We're on a supply run looking for food. Appreciate if you'd share that with us.
Sure, be happy to. What you got to trade for it?
No trade. Tribe's desperate. We barely got up to this floor alive. You've been a good friend, and I hate to do this, but hand over everything you got. Right now.
Can't you reason with him?
All right.
Glad to hear that.
I want to ask you for a favor in return, though. Let me and my party spend a night with your tribe.
What?
Do me that favor and you can have my veggies, my life, hell, anything you want. Also, you there.
Me?
That stuff's not rotten, it's fermented. Don't you dare throw it away. Bring it.
They took all our weapons away. How could you put us in this position?
If we find out where they set their camp up, we'll never see the surface again.
Tell me you have a plan. Please tell me you got a plan.
That jar I told the orc not to throw out's got yeast in it. Yeast is a leavening agent. And I don't know if you noticed, but the orcs also grabbed every sack of flour in the kitchen. You know what that means, don't you?
No.
We can make bread!
Dobby!
Wait, so you don't
How stupid you are!
Nothing!
Not one plan!
Lie down, you savages!
Is that an elf?
What a barbaric face.
You has to stay in this pen.
Dad's back from pillaging.
We won't end up as ingredients in their dinner, will we?
What did you do with that jar of leavening agent? Huh? You don't know what it is, you don't know how to use it, so give it to me! Come on! I can make bread with it! Bread! 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 Put flour, salt, sugar, leavening agent, and water in a bowl. Then knead it. Work that sucker till it's nice and firm.
Are you playing with mud?
Huh?
Time for your history lesson, kiddo. In the old days, we lived up top, not here in the underground like the bugs. Humans and elves like those ones murdered most of our kin and stole the land we had up there.
I seem to remember orcs did a whole lot of murdering too.
Was that?
Now's a good time to add the olive oil.
Anyway, they chased us down to the underground, and our tribe found a new home. For a long time, we lived in peace, till their kind found us again.
To knead, you hold the edge, then smack it down, again and again.
They poured oil in our caves and set fire to it.
That's because your people wouldn't stop raiding the villages of every other race in the land.
We was doing what we had to survive.
All orcs ever did was rob and kill and terrorize everyone. That's why you were chased here.
Come on, Marcel, stop it. We're their guests.
Shut your hole, you damn half-fuck! Get your fingers in there and work that dough!
Sorry.
Give me that. I'll do it. Your kind chased my tribe underground. We found this dungeon and made it our home, and you come here to steal it.
It was the villagers who were the first to discover this dungeon.
But us orcs were the first to come down this deep.
If that's where you want to go with it, then zombies were here first.
Once you get it stretching easy, it's time for the first proofing. When the dough gets twice as big, cut it into equal pieces. Then shape with your hands.
Why you been so quiet, tall man, huh? Don't you have no opinion on things? Rumors say if a body defeats the mad mage that built this dungeon, a body gets to rule the castle. You must be here to get to the bottom of this dungeon. When you get your kingdom, what you gonna do then?
I know all about that rumor too, but I never thought about it that much.
Typical adventurer. If I cut down to the bone, you're all the same. A bunch of greedy idiots. All you care about is gold and power. The thought someone like that could rule this place makes my hair stand up all prickly like. That's how come if we see a surface dweller down here, we kill him.
Okay, that does it. If you're so noble, take over the castle yourself. Or is stealing stuff the only thing orcs are good at doing?
You got guts, elf girl. I like you. I'm gonna throw you in the fire myself!
See, the only thing you know how to do is violence.
Let it proof some more. Then, once it finishes rising, set it down over some low heat. Steam it for a little bit, and when you open the lid, we got ourselves some bread.
It smells amazing.
Let's have a taste.
Hold it. That bread belongs to my tribe, and we're not giving you any.
What?
You said you wanted to make bread and we let you make it, but we decide what to do with it.
Daddy, we all made it together. Why can't we all eat it together, too?
It's not a proper meal if you only have bread. Main dish, side dish, and veggies. You need all of those for a balanced meal. Your daddy there, he just wanted to wait until all the other dishes were ready.
Hold your tongue, elf.
She's right. Your pop said we could stay with your family if we let him have our vegetables. And your daddy's an orc who always keeps his word.
Hey! Get them whatever they need. There, it's ready. Eat up!
It looks yummy.
Whoa, it's good. It's good and spicy. We used the same ingredients as we did for your stewed cabbage, but this tastes totally different. Before, I said orcs are only good at stealing, but you're pretty good cooks too.
Sugarhole.
Earlier you asked why I wanted to get to the bottom of the dungeon. My sister was eaten by a red dragon, and we're just trying to find it. But if you can tell us where you saw it, we can go find it and kill it. We won't go near your village or tell anyone about it. I swear.
Hey, get me that map.
On it.
We saw it 2 floors down from here, near the living quarters on the west side.
Thanks a lot. From now on, I promise I'll think hard about what to do if I end up ruling the castle.
Ha! To think a guy caught by orcs and forced to make bread could ever be a king of anything. Well, good luck to you.
Better get
That's funny.
Did you know that cabbage was grown on the back of a golem?
Opinions may differ, but we can all agree we get hungry. Delicious dungeon food brings folks together. Delicious in Dungeon.
Take about the music.